Hello again, welcome back everybody to another edition of the Rural Report. I am your Rural 2IC, and I figured I'd make a quick video because I'm actually getting ready to step out the door, and so I get asked this quite a few times of, what is like an E.D.C? Now, not an E.D.C bag, not an everyday carry bag, but what's a typical pocket dump, okay? And this right here, exactly how I'm going to go out today. Now remember, depending on where you're going and depending on the situation, it's going to vary. So cold weather environment is going to be different stuff than warmer weather environment. So your winter months and your summer months and all that is going to vary on what you're going to take and things like that. Now, just so you can see, this is just me right here. So let's go ahead and do a quick one. Now, just fair discretion, this is everything in my pocket. So, I'll go as I go on. So, first thing is first. Sorry, I'm a vapor, so my vape goes with me. Next is going to be just car keys. Got to have means of transportation. So, car keys. Next is going to be cell phone. So the cell phone goes with me, obviously. Next is going to be my knife. So I carry this one with me every day. This is not a expensive knife by any means. I think this was like $30, but this one does have your knife, your serrated, as well as this has a seat belt cutter. You guys can see that from here. And on the end, this does have a glass breaker. So I carry this for those reasons, that this does have multiple in it. Plus, I use this every single day. So this thing has been used and abused in multiple different things, cutting things it probably shouldn't do. But as you can see, really quick, easy, simple to open. So that's why I carry it. That's why it goes with me. Next is going to be my second set of keys, which I've got to do this because it has my work logo on it. So I always carry this with me just because you never know, work may call. Now, when it comes to this, if you guys didn't know, one of the big things like Silcock keys and the water main keys and things like that, they're universal for the most part. So is equipment. Okay, I work with heavy equipment. Now this isn't all of it, and I have a bunch of people. They're like, "Oh, you shouldn't share things like that." If you already work with heavy equipment, you know it, so it's no big secret. And for those people that don't know it, you've probably had a John Deere or something. A John Deere key is a John Deere key. They're not car keys. They're cut to that specific, make and model or make or model or something along those lines. So when you start getting into these equipment, you can go buy these off of wish.com if you really wanted to. So it's nothing, no big secret of anything, because if you didn't know that you can take and grab let's say a link belt key and it'll start a link belt. If you didn't already know that that link belt will start other link belts, then you probably, even if I gave you this key, you wouldn't even know what to do anyway. You wouldn't know how to start it. And if you was lucky enough to start it, you probably won't know how to operate it to do anything anyway. So no big trade secret, but I carry them with me everywhere I go. Now in this pocket, I always carry a pen, and I have this all-weather notebook that I actually bought by Sanctified Survival. I just got it, so there's not really anything in there, but all-weather notebook, pen, always keep that with you. And let's see, let's go down through the rest of the pockets here. Always carry my multi-tool. This goes with me, doesn't matter the season or anything like that. Always good to take and have a multi-tool, so it gives you, your knife, your pliers, various other screwdriver attachments, everything like that. So I always carry my multi-tool with me everywhere that I go. Then I carry, and this is a very cheap, and again, this goes by your situation, everything, but usually I have a boo-boo kit. This is just a cheap from the Dollar Tree dollar store. This was $1, and it's just for little cuts, scrapes, abrasions, things like that. I always have a boo-boo kit, and partly because I have a 4-year-old, so yeah, carry a boo-boo kit. Next is, if I can get it, wallet. Obviously, you gotta take your wallet with you when you go out. Make sure that, okay. So next is going to be firearm. So just so that way everybody doesn't freak out. I did, because when I set this up, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a video. Yes, there's rounds in here, but I did pre-do this so that way, just for the sake of doing this. So this is a Ruger LCP2. This goes with me. So there is that. And then, just because you carry a firearm, you carry a tourniquet. So there's my tourniquet. Yes, it does have my patch on it, sorry. And this does come with my marker right here. So that way I have my marker. And I don't have a set of shears with it just because I have a knife and other means of doing everything along those lines. So there is everything for my pocket dump. And then if you guys are curious of what I carry, this right here is just a Alienware, just what I have for this one. So I know I'll probably get asked like, oh, what holster do you have? So there you go. That's what I have with the LCP2 in 380. So there it is. That's basically what I intend to carry out today. It's what I carry out on most days. Some things are subject to change, some things are not. You know, keys, wallet, multi-tool, knife, you know, firearm, tourniquet. Those go with me everywhere. Everywhere. Doesn't matter. If I go from here to the garage, it goes with me. When I step out my front door, it goes with me no matter what. So some of the other stuff, you know, if I'm going to be out for longer than an hour or two, I do a different first aid kit. Um, and depending on where I go, is, you know, depending on what firearm you take with you. If it's colder, wow, man, I can't speak English today. Colder weather, then I might, you know, actually carry a bag instead of just throwing everything in pockets. So again, it's all subject to change. See, I can't speak English. Um, so EDC bag is different than regular EDC objects. So your everyday carry, if you're just running from here to the supermarket, you should have an EDC bag or a road bag, car bag, whatever you want to call it, already in the car that's going to cover some other things. This is just one of those ones of, you walked into Walmart and, you know, the balloon goes up and you can't make it back to your car to get your bag. What do you have on your person that you can take and, you know, get out of danger's way? What do you have that you can use to survive, defend, live off of, things like that? What do you have? Now, do I go as extreme as, you know, some of the other ones? It depends, you know, and I don't really want to call it extreme. Do I go more in depth? Let's go that way. It goes based on the situation. You know, if I'm going from here and I'm traveling 20 miles down here to, you know, the local store, I'm not going to need as much than if I'm going to, I don't know, downtown New York or Chicago or something like that. It's going to be a whole different set of, you know, tools. Not that I'm ever really going to go there. I don't want to go there. Those cities are not calling my name, so I will not be anywhere near those probably in the foreseeable future, if ever. So nothing against there if you live there. Just the woods right here is where I usually hang out. So uh, just a very basic, rudimentary, you know, this is the bare bones of what I take. I get asked a question. There you go. Hope that helps. So let me know in the comments if you guys have suggestions, if I should carry something else. Maybe I didn't think of something. You know, you can disagree, agree, whatever you need to. It's what the comment section's for. It should be interesting, and I'm kind of curious to see what the response is to this video. But anyway, with that, remember, folks, to Keep doing all the fun YouTube things. Hit the like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so that way you can be notified for all future videos that's going to come out. And I also want to tell you guys thank you for tuning in, because without you, I'm just talking to a little plastic phone in front of me, and it probably makes me look a little goofy if I'm not talking to anybody. So again, thank you. All right, guys, more information to come. God bless each and every one of you. Remember to remain united, because we're all prepping in this together.